Hey, what's up, guys? For Wednesday, coming at you with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today, in a little bit here, I'm going to be doing one of my Chimera keys. Just getting a little more practice with my Chimera team. I have defeated the Ultra Nightmare Chimera already this week, so we're going to see how the team does just against regular Nightmare. See if the improvements I made to make my Ultra Nightmare team good enough. See if it makes my Nightmare team much better. Fortunately, that means doing a lot of Chimera manually. It's the only way to get the best number of points, unfortunately. It's just too difficult to time things otherwise. So here in a couple minutes, I'm going to be logging out of this free-to-play account. I'm going to be logging into my account, and I'm just going to show you how I'm approaching Chimera with my current team. How's everybody doing out there? What are you working on in the game? Starting today, I guess, I started doing the Gear Ascension tournament. I'm more than halfway done with it already, so pretty pleased with that progress. I'm going to turn this off, trying to get my masteries on Sun Wukong on this Siegfried account. Let me check this real quick. Pick up my mystery shards. I always buy my mystery shards from the market. We're going to go ahead and log out of this account, and then I'm going to log into my main account, and we're going to get started on Chimera pretty quick here. I want to get it done. Make sure that I have plenty of time to do that. And then if we have any takeovers or anything, then we will get to that after I'm done with my Chimera run. But first things first, got to take care of my own account. Make sure that I get my keys done for my new clan. All right, back on the Weiler Wednesday account. Let's go. All right. So I've got pretty much everything done other than I need to, I'm trying to win my Classic Arena tournament. So in order to do that, I got to get in as many battles as I can. I do have one more refill coming to me. Plus, I got a refill here, so a lot of battles left to do, and I believe the tournament ends just a few hours. So I'll try to get some battles in. Then we'll do the Chimera. Let's see, we got 6 hours left. So I need to get as many battles as I can. All right. Let's see how many quick and easy battles we can get in. And then we'll tackle Chimera. Let's see, I need to switch something over real quick. There we go. See how many quick, easy arena battles we can farm, and then we'll get into Chimera. Thanks for the sub. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? What do you got going on in the game? What do you need help with? Let me know. I am available for some free takeovers. If you do need a takeover, I just ask one thing, really. Make sure you have enough silver that I can actually help you. But it's real hard to improve an account when you don't have any silver. Personally, on my account, I need silver right now, so it's a good thing I don't need a takeover. Personally. All right, this will probably be the last battle, and then we'll get into Chimera. Chimera run, fortunately, doesn't take as long as like a Hydra run. Doing Hydra runs manually is kind of insane, to be honest. Let's see, I don't want to deal with any of these teams, really. I'm sure I could beat most of them, but not with the speed farm team. All right, so let's get into the Chimera run here. Let's see. So far, we're doing pretty well. 96 billion points. And I just joined this clan. I am not the strongest player in the clan, not even close. I'm way down on this list, number 18, but I've only got one key in. A lot of those people have multiple keys in, but if we look at Ultra Nightmare, I did beat Ultra Nightmare. First time I ever got to take down Ultramite. First time I ever got to compete against Ultra Nightmare was this week. My previous clan, I was one of only 2 people even tackling Nightmare, so I did change clans last week. And as you can see, I'm only 14th on the list. Hopefully everybody gets their keys in. What's up, Scrub? I did do my Ultra Nightmare key on Friday night, and I had to spend the weekend recovering from that. It did take me like 4 hours to figure out. So now we're on Nightmare, and it will be interesting. If anybody watched talking this morning about the trials, the rewards are going to be changing, and they're going to be making 4-star. Maybe it's already changed. I didn't think it had. But if we go to, let's see, where is it? Yeah, I guess it's already there. I didn't know it already was, but apparently you can get 4-star basalt, which is crazy. And I probably can't get to it anyway, so I'm probably gonna be more concerned with Nightmare and just making sure that I get the 3-star basalt. But it will be interesting to see if more and more people just do double Nightmare runs. I don't know. I am someday probably going to try to figure out a Titus team, because you can put up some crazy numbers, like this other dude. Uh, I think that he joined the clan on the same day I did, and yes, he's not too concerned with he got 7 trials. That's actually crazy. Maybe I'm confusing with somebody else. I don't know. He's got 7 billion clash points for each run, I believe. Yeah, he's got 17 billion points. That's crazy. Of course, he has this dude. Androck kind of is a cheat code for a Titus Chimera team. Wish I had him. I mean, I wish I had him more than the Calamitous, the mythical I got. At least he's more useful. I'd rather have an arena based mythical champion. I'd rather have, a Siegfried, a Crixia, a Galathea, or something like that. But I got what I got. So maybe someday I can figure out a Chimera team with Titus, but I don't have time for that today. So we're gonna do our Nightmare run. I don't really, because I don't have like the craziest champions for Chimera. I don't have like a Senna, somebody like that, somebody that, I don't have Androck, somebody that totally changes the game. I've got mostly free champ. Well, I guess 3 free champions. We got a Fusion and Newt. We got uh, Lydia and Marius, free champion technically. and then a couple of lucky pulls, but I don't even have Elva. I wish I had Elva for multiple reasons on the account, but I don't. So the fact that I was able to somehow pull off a 1 key on Ultra Nightmare, I'm pretty happy with that. Now, unfortunately, I kind of have to manual this bad boy for the most part. I can start it off on auto for a little bit, but eventually things get a little bit wonky and I just kind of have to figure it out myself. It doesn't take too long. Doesn't take too long to have to kind of manual this guy. I think I'll admit. I mean, this is just Nightmare, and I was able to do just fine on Nightmare before. So I imagine that after tweaking my team and being able to improve, like the first run I did on Ultra Nightmare, I got like 89 million or something. So I had to make some adjustments, improve my gear a little bit here and there, and I was able to get enough for the 1 key. But I didn't have that problem with Nightmare before, so really just doing this just so I can get the best score that I possibly can. But early on, it's not too big of a deal. We'll get there. We'll get it figured out. Unfortunately, it's been 3 days since I ran that team, so I have to kind of remember exactly how to do this. I just recently added Duchess to the team. Previously, even like 3-4 weeks ago, I was running it with Pythion. Pythion liked because he had the cleanse, but Duchess is overall a better champion. So let's see. About to switch over to the Ram form. And I did just learn about supposedly there's a certain relic that you need on Lydia to be able to put her fear on the Ram form. I need to look a little deeper into that. I don't think I had the relic, so it didn't matter much. But I need to figure that out in order to improve the team a little bit so that I can maybe get some points off the Ram form. Because I pretty much just don't do anything during the Ram form. Otherwise, I just die. Okay, so Lydia, of course, dies. Perfectly normal. Have Duchess pick her up. We're okay. So we just kind of do our A1s for the most part. All right, we'll go ahead and throw that up there. And let's see. Of course, we don't want to do that. In the game, did you do the deck of fate? I am personally, I am waiting for a potential champion from a deck of fate. I think it'll be Raphael. Could be Leonardo, but if I had to guess, I would say Leonardo is probably. Yeah, see, I can't throw her fear up because apparently if you have a certain relic, I need to look into that closer, but apparently if you have a certain relic, you can do it. But Leonardo, I'm guessing, is going to come not from a deck of fate, but from a hero path. That's my personal guess. He's a better champion, and I think they're going to make him harder to get. I think that they're probably going to make him available through pulling a lot of shards. Maybe they'll do like a guaranteed, pull 150 void shards or something stupid, but hopefully somehow, some way I can get him. Erroneous pulled some souls and he got 6-star Rhodos. Well, let me tell you something. That would do me a fat lot of good without having a Rotos. If I had a Rotos, I'd be jealous of that. I mean, I'd jealous of him having a Rotos and having the 6-star, but start off with the Rotos. I can't pull him. It's been over 4 years and I cannot pull him. It's bad enough that I will probably never have a Sifi. Like, how many Void champions are there now? Like 70, 80? The chances of getting a Sifi are so low, even if you were to pull during like a progressive chance or something. Okay, finally, let's get some damage in here. Do you know what the relic is that you need for Lydia? Arena Ore does not work in Siege. You need an all battles speed arena, or I mean an all battles speed aura. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that video again if I can even find it. Actually, that might have been a scratch video. He did kind of a all encompassing video on Chimera pretty recently. And I was watching it while I was trying to figure out this team. Helped me quite a bit, actually. I don't, I don't think so, Scrub. Unless it was like in a very recent update, that would be news to me. If you can find proof of that, let me know. I could ask in the group chat, but I'm in global because I am a good clanmate. Let's see, where am I? Okay, I'm on the ultimate form. Lion form is coming up. Now, I know this shows 0 trials. Don't worry, it takes time for me to build up my trials. I did get 5 trials done on Ultra Nightmare. I was kind of surprised. If I can match that on this, I'd be just fine with that. Yeah, if you can find that out, that'd be great. There's definitely some very good players in our clan. I'm just glad I beat somebody in the clan in Chimera. If I came in, I was dead last. I don't think I would love that. I don't have Senna. I would love Senna. Do you have one to give me? I pulled for her last week whenever there was a 10 times or a progressive or something for her. I pulled for her. I had like 9 shards, and I'm like 165 deep now with no legendary and voids because naturally I always have to go all the way to pity in my void shards. You don't have one either? All right, I think I mistimed things a little bit here. That's okay. We'll make a recovery. Yikes. Yikes, I think. Yeah, I would love to have Senna. I mean, I wouldn't say she's my number one most wanted, but I definitely want Senna. Yeah, that's the problem. I have seen that video. everything would be easier with Senna, for sure. Let's see. Fortunately, I'm feared. Bad timing, bad timing. This is not looking like a great run, to be honest. But we'll play it out, see what happens. I might have screwed something up. Let's see. We'll get a little more damage here. Okay. A little bit better. Yeah, Senna's just good anyway, even if you don't want to do a Titus team. Okay, we got one more turn on the lion. I think we'll be able to get one more good smack on him. All right, here we go. Marius is a beast everywhere in the game. Definitely would not be getting a 1 key without him. Unless I build a Titus team. Problem with Titus is the resistance and accuracy requirements to keep that shield up is crazy. If you have Androck, it makes everything much easier. All right, I'm going to cycle through here before I throw that up. My Lydia's A2 got way off sync with my Marius and my Newt somehow. We'll make up for it, pretty sure. Okay. This time I will throw it up. Yeah, that's the problem. You mean Viper? Like, that's a crazy amount of resistance. So I have Owella, and I can do, I can do her increase resistance, decrease accuracy, or whatever. But I don't have her booked. And I don't know if I want to risk wasting books on her if I can't do it without that. So I'd have to find like the perfect setup where I know it absolutely work before I bother with that. Oh, I should not have done that. That's okay. Let's see. So we're already up to 4 trials. That happened kind of quick. All right, we'll throw that up. Let's see. We got the boss is almost down, or changing form, I mean. Okay, so our damage is doing a little bit better. Let's see, who's coming up? Is it... Okay, Viper form is about to show up. I might have screwed this up. Yeah, I absolutely can. Message me in Discord. And after this, I can take a look at your tag team arenas. Or your, yeah, tag team arena teams. Okay, I definitely screwed this up. Talking too much, not paying close enough attention. Let's see if I can recover. I might have to restart the run because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, message me on Discord at Weiler Wednesday. Yeah, I screwed this up real bad. Okay, we gotta do it again because I'm an idiot. Yapping too much, not paying close enough attention. But yeah, I can log into your account after this, and let's see, we'll get some damage here real quick. And we in uh, gold 2 in tag team. Highest I've been is gold 3. I am not exactly a big spender. I haven't spent money in a long time in the game. So it's not quite free to play, but compared to somebody like Scrub, I might as well be free to play. Yeah, I don't think I've ever read a raid digest. Like I might have caught a word or two. All right, we're off to a better start here. I need to try to pay better attention to my run so I don't screw it up like that one. Let's see, I'm gonna let's see. Okay, I'm waiting for. I don't like doing my big damage unless I have Lydia's A2 up. Let's see, is he okay? We still got 3 turns, so we put her A2 up. That way we get the defense down and the weaken. And then we could do Newt's A3 and Marius's A3 and A2. And that gets us the big damage when I'm paying attention. So we do A3, get that defense up, accuracy up. It's also a great way if the Chimera has any buffs for any reason. If you have enough accuracy on Marius, he can take it away, which is great. I mean, it's basically an arena fight, but it's not technically an arena fight. Like if you go to the arena area of the game, that's not where you're going to find it. You're going to find it in a siege area. Technically speaking. All right, we're doing better this time. I wasn't paying close enough attention my first attempt. It happens. It is really hard to pay attention to the game and chat, to be honest. Some people are way better at it than me. Okay, we're looking way better. A lot happier with that. Let's see, one more turn. So at this point, if I had these available, I would just use them anyway because I'm not going to use it on the RAM form at all. But we kind of got our damage in, and we just have to sit tight. Pretty sure I can auto the RAM form because I'm not doing anything. Actually, I'm not entirely sure that I have the presets correct. Probably okay, but I'll just manual the A1s. Might as well. Keep the team alive. Okay, we got 3 more turns to deal with. All right, our damage numbers are looking better at least. It's actually not bad that the RAM gives us decreased crit, less likely to hurt ourselves. Why do you have him do it? I mean, I know he plays a lot of live arena. I didn't know he played other people's live arena. Oh, you don't do live arena? Oh, how did reset go last night? You make plat? Did you do it? Did you try? So you got 2 turns left. I don't mind live arena if I have time. The biggest problem I have with live arena is the time slots that they currently have. They just they don't really work for me that well, unfortunately. So I'm really looking forward to when it's available all the time. I'm also interested in seeing how the Krakens do with uh, how many drivers they're going to need on their account to be playing 24 hours a day. See how many full-time employees they're going to have to hire to keep up with their live arena numbers. Now, I would love to play on your account just for fun, but live arena or the game absolutely hates my Wi-Fi. I don't have a like an Ethernet plug in here. I I have to play on my phone data. Well, it's crazier than mine. All right, come on. Let's get this over with. Stupid lion form. Just a waste of time. If anybody knows what the relic is you need for Lydia. It doesn't have to be on Lydia, I guess. No, wait, it does. It does have to be on Lydia, so her A3 lands the fear. If anybody knows what that relic is, let me know. I forget what it is. I'm pretty sure it's on Scratch's video fairly recently. Okay, so we get the A2 from Lydia, so we'll get some damage here real quick. Yeah, I have I have the free meta champs. Got Marius. I got Carnage and Embrys, Fabian and Armons. Beyond that, not so much. Yeah, it might have been like a month ago or in the last month, I think. It's like a full breakdown of like you don't have to watch it. It was like at least a half-hour long video, maybe an hour. Maybe if like the transcript is fully written out, you could just look up the word Lydia. Okay, our damage is definitely looking better this time around. I just need to pay better attention to when we're switching forms. That's what can really screw you up on Chimera. If you don't know that the form is changing in 2 seconds and you use Lydia's A2, the form changes completely from your damage dealers. So when I wasn't paying close enough attention, it kind of wasted opportunity for damage. Not helpful. See, Marius should get a turn here. Marius does crazy numbers. He gets like twice the damage than Newt does. But I can't really do the one key on Ultra Nightmare without Newt's damage too. Okay. Let me check that Colossus. Let's see. Message request. Okay. There we go. All right. Just message you back, Colossus. Then we can take care of you next. Hopefully I don't screw up my run again like an idiot. It's just a matter of paying attention, that's all. I wasn't paying close enough attention. You think you found it? Oh, what have I done? Okay, can I get some damage in real quick is the question. I just did what I said not to do. Okay, at least I got Newt's damage in. I'm not sure if Marius is up for another turn. Probably not. That's a bummer. Okay, I did screw up a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll come back around. Okay, we don't want to waste her. A3 there. Okay, we'll be fine. We'll get some turns in. I definitely feel like the buff slash nerf that they did to Chimera made things harder overall, not easier. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Definitely feel like they buffed him a lot more than they nerfed him. Let's see. Okay, one more turn. We should be able to get some damage in here. All right, here we go. Let's see, we got 3 more turns on the lion. We get the A2 going. Nature's Bounty. That's what it is. It's not a relic, it's a blessing, huh? Yeah. He's right. He got it. Unfortunately, it means you gotta change the blessing again. How did that take down Marius when he's got decrease attack? That's insane. That stinks. And somehow we somehow get back to Marius so we can get some damage in from him. We're still doing all right. That's a pretty good hit by Newt there. Okay, yeah, we'll take a look at that Colossus. Where are you in tag team right now? How long have you been playing the game? What's your goal with that? What are you trying to get to? Let's see. I think I'm gonna hold on to her A2 for one more cycle, maybe 2 cycles. Make sure that we get damage for everybody. Let's see, we got one more turn for the lion. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna put up our A2 next time. That should be fine. Now you see that the bar here is almost done. So putting decreased speed is kind of pointless at this point. So you put the A1 on, he goes again. And then we'll put the A2 on next time around. And everything else will disappear from him when he changes form anyway. Okay, so now we can get some serious damage from Marius. Each of his hits gets about 1.1 million, so we get 3.3 million damage there. See, we got 2 trials now. I imagine we'll be at 4 pretty soon. Let's see, we're halfway there on the RAM. Somehow. Yeah. You're in silver 3, so I imagine you're really trying to get to gold 1 so you can get Ramonto. Definitely the hardest challenge in the game, to be honest. We can take a look at it, see what kind of champions you have. Let's see. So we've got the weaken and the decreased defense, so we can get some damage from Marius. I mean, from Newt, excuse me. He's doing pretty well on Nightmare. Wasn't hitting for nearly that much on Ultra Nightmare. See, so we don't want to waste our abilities when he's about to change like that. Our damage numbers are looking pretty good, to be honest. Let's see, so Viper's coming up next. So I can use the A2 on Newt right now, but not when Viper is about to come up, because we don't want Viper to steal his counter attack. So we got to pay attention to that. We'll get Necmo doing his thing. And now we can throw up Lydia's A2. Maybe we could have waited one more turn for that, but that's okay. We should be able to get some good damage in, I think. Darius's damage is more important to me than Newt's. We want to make sure we get his 3.3 million in more than Newt's. You know, slightly less. Sometimes considerably less. Okay. So probably your number one thing is going to be putting up good defensive teams and then being very selective about who you fight. We'll talk about that when we get on your account. But there is a way to kind of sneak your way up into gold 4. You do have to have the champs and the gear for it. But there is definitely a way to make it easier. Okay, we got 2 more turns. I can throw up his A2 one more time. I wouldn't do it any later than this. But we still have Necmo doing the decreased speed. So we're fine. I think I can get away with this. Okay, so we'll get some damage out of Newt. Did he like triple weak hit or something? I wasn't paying close enough attention to the right numbers. I was looking over here. It seemed like his numbers. Newt does seem to weak hit a lot. That's Newt's biggest weakness compared to Marius is he weak hits a lot. So definitely, you know, it would be nice to have another option for Newt when going up against Blue Affinity at all. Like I saw somebody in the clan. Okay, I do not want to use his A2 when we're going to change to the Viper form next turn. That would be very dumb. Definitely getting the turtles, huh? Hopefully me too. Hopefully I don't have to depend on you for that. Okay, we're just cycling through A1s because we're right now changing form. Okay, fortunately, we had protected block buffs on most of our champions. Otherwise, I'm an idiot for using that too soon. Okay, what I need to do is have Marius use his A3 and A2 to get rid of their buffs. Even though we don't have Lydia's A2 down, we gotta do this. So I'm gonna throw this out there. We'll come back to the A2. We'll be fine. I screwed up a little bit, but we recovered fine. I was not paying close enough attention to Duchess's A2. Okay, so we're going to hold on to his A3 until we get Lydia's A2 down. We're going to save it one more turn because he's about to cycle through his turn, and we want that A2 up there as long as possible. Hopefully our Lydia stays alive. She'll probably be fine since, oh boy, we got petrified. That's okay. All right, now we can throw up her A2. And should have saved Duchess's A2 for when the Viper showed up. But we survived. We got a little bit lucky with our protected buffs. Now the damage comes in. So our total damage is looking pretty fine. We're not quite halfway done. We're doing all right. Definitely a better run than the first attempt when I made way more mistakes. Okay, so we got 5 trials, as you can see. I don't know if I can get any more. 2 turns before we switch back to ultimate form. Let's see. Maybe we got a couple options. Maybe somehow we can get this. I don't know how I got halfway the first time. Maybe we can get the other half the second time, though. Be nice to get 6 trials. 5 trials isn't bad. I used to only get 4, so improve the team somehow. Just slightly more damage on something. Welcome in, everybody. I am about halfway through my Nightmare Chimera run. I did my Ultra Nightmare Friday night. So I only have to do the 1 key, and then we're going to log on to Colossus' account, and we are going to help him out with Tag Team. If anybody needs takeover, help at any part of the game, I can try to help you out, and just message me on Discord at Weiler Wednesday. Link is in the description of the video, I believe. Thanks to all the new subscribers tonight. Really appreciate it. Hopefully someday I get to 1,000 subs. That's the dream. Made a little bit improvement on that this summer, but we got a ways to go. Okay, we got 1 more turn on Viper. Doing pretty well here. Let's see. Just always got to make sure that I have the weaken and the defense down before I do my damage. See, Nuke puts up like 2.7 million. That's pretty good when he doesn't weak hit. It's when he goes up against Blue Affinity that we really have problems. Okay, let's see. We've got 0 more turns. I'm just going to cycle through A1s then, because I know I just used my damage. So we don't want to waste that. Perfect. Perfectly timed. So now we got the ultimate form. Now I can put that A2 back up and we can get some damage again. Not bad. So about halfway through, 65 million damage. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'll take it. Flash points looking okay. All right. Good 1-key Ultra Nightmare in my first opportunity to 1-key Ultra Nightmare. I was just barely able to pull it off. I got about 120 million total damage. You need 112.5 million. So I was just able to pull it off. Pretty pleased with that. Okay, we can do our damage. Looking pretty good here. Hopefully, if we keep this up, we can get about 140 million. If nothing goes terribly wrong. Let's see, we've got 3 more turns. Okay, we can throw up the A2. We're fine. Doing this manually while talking definitely takes a lot longer than doing an auto run. Auto run probably takes 20 minutes, maybe 25. Clearly not the case here. All right, we're more than halfway through. See, we got ram form coming up in a couple turns, but we can get in a little bit more damage before that happens. At least one more big hit. We're probably going to save that. One more go around. Yeah. I think that we can get one more big hit out of both of our damage dealers before we get to the lion form. And then we kind of sit and do nothing through the lion form. Nature's Bounty. Gonna have to try out Nature's Bounty on Lydia next week. I don't know if I've already changed her. I don't know if I'm gonna have to use gems on that. Possible. The good news is I do know that it doesn't matter if you have a 1-star or a 6-star. That's not a big deal. Because I only have a 2-star because I placed second place in the Lydia camp training tournament. I'm still a little bit bitter about that. I spent a lot of resources trying for that. And the very last 15 minutes, Kraken showed up and just used book. All right, one more big hit. And then we got to sit through the lion form. 81 million damage so far. Not so bad. I think that's already just about a 1-key. I don't worry about getting a 1-key on a regular old nightmare. That one I've been fine on. That only took me a couple weeks of Chimera to figure out. All right, we can cycle through A1s mostly here. Yeah. And pretty much do A1s here. Lydia dies. Perfectly normal. We get the revive. We're fine. Okay, next time around, I need to pay closer attention when we get closer to the Viper form that I don't totally waste Duchess's A2. I got very lucky the first time around that she threw out 4 protected block buffs. Got very lucky, to be honest. We can't count on that happening every time. We really need to save her A2 and her A3 for sure. The lion form definitely feels a lot more punishing than it used to. Um, right. Now Marius has a decreased crit rate, decreased crit damage. I wonder if throwing on his buffs. I see the mistake I've made. That's okay. I'm gonna have to revive him anyway. Might as well get a little bit of damage on accident. Okay, that's okay. We got the revive. Pretty much the only way that we're getting damage there. We'll throw out the A1, which does not stick for some reason. All right, so we got. All right, ultimate form, and then. Oh, I'm dumb. That was the ram form. Idiot. It's okay. It's okay. We're doing fine. I need to pay better attention. But we already one keyed it, so whatever. We're fine. I'm going to save the A2 for a minute. We'll come back around. So I know Marius does not have his big hit available. Yeah, one more turn, we're fine. We'll save his A3 for next turn. That's fine. It's actually pretty good timing. The bar is now nice and low. Okay, now we use the A2. And we're about 2/3 done with the run. And we can get some damage in. Another 3.2 million or so. Yeah, Newt. I mean, 2 weak hits out of 3. That's the big problem with Newt. Anytime you go up against Magic Affinity, he weak hits so much. I mean, you could throw on like Affinity Breaker or something on him, but that would take away his ignored defense. So what's the point? Not really a great solution. Is there like an Affinity Breaker kind of relic by any chance? I don't have like all the relics memorized. That'd be a pretty good one to have, though. Let's see, we got one more turn. Yeah, we could probably get one more damage in. Save Duchess's A2 for later. Yeah, this will work out. Yeah, he again, 2 out of 3 weak hits. That seems to happen a lot. A lot more than it should. How often are you supposed to weak hit when you're bad affinity? What's the percent chance? Is it 1 out of 3? 1 out of 4? I've never paid close enough attention to the exact rules of things. All right, we'll cycle through A1s. Our damage is looking fine. Let's see. Yeah. So we'll throw up our A2. Yeah, we're looking good here. All right. We really did that a little bit early. That's okay. We'll still get our damage in next round. Unless we get like. No, we're fine. Fine. The good thing about Marius and Newt is they hit so hard that even when their health gets low, they earn it back. So we don't have to worry too much about. I don't have to worry too much about them getting like weakened, and they still do their damage. They get their health back. 35% chance? Okay. I thought it was like 1/3. Pretty close. It might as well be 1/3. I don't know why. I don't know where they come up with the number 35. Feels like there's 3 affinities. Should be 1 out of 3, but whatever. Hmm. When New Week hits, though, he hits for like 10% of the damage. How are we doing on our trials? Oh, that one's really close. We could get this. I mean, it's only rare. Oh, we're probably too late, though. We probably didn't quite get that. We're already through the ram form. We didn't get that. Unfortunate. Damage the Chimera within 2 of its turns while it is under. Okay, we don't have an HP burn. Okay, we're probably done with the trials, to be honest. We're at 100 million damage, though, so I'm hoping we get to at least. Well, I don't know. Probably get to 130, 140, something like that. It'd be nice to get to 140. It won't make a huge difference. Flash points are more important, honestly, than the exact total damage. Decent multiplier. Oh, we did get a 6th trial. What did we get? Oh, we got through that. Okay. I thought we had missed our opportunity. So, can I get this in time? Damage the Chimera while it is under decreased speed and decreased defense. Ooh. Do I have enough turns? I got 2 turns left. I could do that, maybe. If I've timed this well enough, I could easily do that. Let's see. Yeah, he still has both of those debuffs on. Does Marius get a turn? Oh, yeah, that should be a 7th trial, right? Yeah. All right. I've never gotten more than 4 trials on Nightmare, so this is pretty nice. Now, does that make him so strong that I die? Let's see. Now he's got ignore defense and crit rate. I could be in trouble. We'll see. See, we got 1 turn left. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I am gonna use it. I'm a little bit afraid now. I've never gotten this many trials. I could be taking some damage here pretty quick. going to find out. I'm going to be cycling through A1s. That's the last we'll see of the lion form. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm glad that I got the trials because these numbers aren't going to go up like an insane amount. Even if I get wiped out for some reason, like he hit really hard there. If I had gotten wiped out, big deal. At this point, the trials are a little more important. As long as my numbers look decent here, I'm okay. Okay, we'll get some more numbers here. Yo! Kraken in the house. What's good, man? How'd your plat run go last night? I'm just finishing up my nightmare run. Uh, I tackled Ultra Nightmare Chimera for the first time on Friday night, and I one keyed it, so pretty happy with that. Wasn't easy, had to make a lot of adjustments, but squeaked over the finish line. Well, making my clan happy is the number one most important thing since I'm in a brand new clan. But after that, trials are the most important. Okay, fair enough. Never blame somebody for spending time with their family. Let's see. What do I want to do? We got 2 turns left. Okay. We got to get our damage in while we can, just in case the Viper decides to kick our butts here in a minute. Do that. Yes, sir. I joined Scrubs clan. And there's some big boys in the clan for sure. I am but a minnow now. Let's see. I'm gonna save her A3. Her A3 is super important for Viper. And I almost used Duchess's A2 like an idiot. We can use his A3, that's fine. Damage is looking fine. So even if I get wiped out by Viper for some reason, I care, but I don't super care. You know, we're not going to get probably any more trials. Absorb damage using shield buffs. Yeah, it's kind of hard to pull off because I also have like strengthen and stuff. Am I going to be able to get anything here? I don't have HP burn. Oh, I could do this. I have the poison sensitivity. It's just rare, but whatever. No, I don't have that. So I might be able to get one more trial. It's possible. Let's see. We've got. Well, I might as well take half the damage. Whatever. Whatever. Not really what I wanted, but it's okay. All right. Now, what happens to us here? We got to try to survive this somehow. Naturally, timing on our Duchess. We'll do that. Oh, geez. Okay. That's a bit rough. Kind of what I was afraid of. We might survive this, but we're not going to get a lot of damage right here. I should have thrown up her A3. That's my bad. Do you really? Please. Ooh, we did it. Okay, Marius is going to survive because he hits so darn hard. I don't know about Newt. Maybe just barely. Okay. Now we get the A3. Okay, we're a little bit better off. Can we get back? Yeah, we'll get back. We'll be fine. We're going to just barely survive this, but we're not getting any more trials out of it. That's okay. We survived. We'll get a little more damage. A little more damage here. So we broke 130 million. That's okay. Wow. I am so glad that I just revived just for them to get absolutely obliterated. So I have, I believe on my Duchess, I believe I have aspect of Searoth. So if she ever gets close to dying, she'll probably survive. Her damage is just about up. It doesn't matter that they got provoked. Not really. Uh, we're going to be lucky if we get one more good hit in. Sheesh. All right. Can we? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to get one more good hit in. No. I thought we had one more turn. It doesn't matter. Those are good numbers. Those are good numbers. I'll keep that. Plus having the 7 trials. We did it. We somehow got through this bloody thing. Oh, and I got 3-star basalt. I didn't realize I got that. That's pretty good. You know, it's no 4-star basalt like you can get on Ultra Nightmare. Here's how I did on Ultra Nightmare. I did this Friday night. As you can see, Marius gets more than double the damages of Newt. I did see that somebody in the clan uses a Crizia. So if I ever pull an Crizia, I'd probably throw her in the team. I would be interested in seeing how Titus would do, just like if he had like a blood shield on even. I wonder if he would put up like really good damage. I don't know. I will try to build a Titus team, I'm sure, someday. Probably. But this is my new clan, the Immortal Noobs. And this other new guy, he put up crazy numbers. So that's pretty much the reason why we're winning. Without his 17 million, we'd be in second place right now. But yeah. So we still have quite a number of keys to go though. So we'll see how that ends up. See, so we are, hang on. Where is that? We are ranked 202 right now. We were 198 the other day, so I'm afraid we've fallen off. Maybe you recognize some names. I don't know. Can scroll through this. I don't think the player names is like super secret. I do hide the clan chat as requested. This guy, I believe he's like top 100 right now uh in live arena, or at least he's pushing for it. I don't know if like the way he talks in chat, I feel like maybe he was gone for a while and he just came back. He's probably a spender. I don't know. Like probably a pretty big spender. There's Scrub. Yeah, just from reading chat and stuff, it seems like there's some really good players. Certainly better than me. What am I looking for? I do gotta show something off real quick. My season win rate 69%. And after what, like 2+ years or whatever, when did Live Arena come out? 2 summers ago? I finally bumped up my win rate to 53%. It was on 52% for like 2 years. Finally started winning enough. I got that up to 53%. Don't mean to brag too hard on you guys. 53%, kind of crazy. See, I am trying to. I would play more live arena if the battles were at the right time of day. So when the season or when the update comes where you can play any time of the day, I will be doing way more live arena. Let's see. Now we want to log in to Colossus' account. And we're gonna help him out with tag team arena teams. Let's see. So we got the email there. Some accounts, so I can log into more accounts. I've got a limit of like 10 accounts that you can be logged into. Okay, so I'll get that. See if that works. Think we're good to go. Right. Just got to get the game running again. Okay, while that's logging in, well, we're logged in now. I'm gonna be right back. Gonna say goodnight to my kids. Be right back, and we're gonna take a look at our tag team arena situation. See what we have right here. This is what he's got right now. Oh, he's got some really interesting champions. I'll be right back. All right. We got some champions here. I bet Scrub and Timothy have some good ideas here. All right. So let's see. It's very odd that you got what seems like a very go second team here with Arbiter. And then I don't hate all of that. Okay. And this feels very go secondy. I think you need to join our clan, Timothy. I think we'd be very happy to have you. All right, so let's see what you have here. Obviously, you got some very good champions. Yes, usually you want him to be a go second champion, not on a speed team with Arbiter. Especially if you have him in Stone Skin. If you're going first, his Stone Skin's not helping you. Yeah, I think the builds are important. I don't know nearly enough about how Nice works. How long have you been playing Colossus? You might have answered that already, but I forget. Let's see. So we definitely need books. Welcome to the club. Okay. You spend money on the game at all? Okay, you took a year off. Did you just come back to the game? Let's see what you have in your vault. See if anything interesting pops out here. We got a unbuilt Trunda. Not that she's particularly an arena champion anymore. Bunch of Valks. Anything in here? Not really. Okay. So not like a big spender. Just got really lucky with Nice. I mean, honestly, having Nice. How would you guys build Nice? I have never built a Nice. Let's see. I know I hate going against Nice. Can't be resisted. So we probably don't need accuracy on anything. So HP and attack. What's more important, the HP or the attack? I'm guessing HP. Yeah, Nice is definitely going to be working for you in arena. But Roto should be doing some really good things for you. How let's look at your we kind of need to look at a few things. Number one, your Great Hall. How's that looking? Okay, so you clearly don't farm arena super hard. Otherwise, your Great Hall would probably be done by now. And we don't do live arena a ton either. But you're in Classic 5. That's good. Well, remember at his level, Timothy, he's probably not running into a lot of Alazes. I'll see what kind of relics he has. That's good info for sure. But he's trying to get in. He was in Silver 4 tag team. He dropped down to Silver 3. We want to get him to Gold 1. So Curse City. How are we doing in Curse City? Okay. Okay. So we're doing most of hard. I mean, personally, I barely do anything in Soul Cross. If I can get a few wins in Soul Cross, I'm pretty stoked. So you probably have some Merciless gear, right? Can't be 0. Because if we can get Rhodos and Merciless, okay, you've got some Merciless gear. How are we doing on silver? Okay, Amius. Amius is difficult. What I would do is I would look up videos on soloing Amius. There are, like, I saw a video on Lemonisi. If you put her in like decent regen gear, regen plus immortal. I don't remember who made that video. I want to say like Hyraku maybe. I forget. Somebody came out with a video on soloing Amius with Lemonisi in regen gear. So you can look for teams like that until you get like Marius and a bunch of other champions. How are we doing on quests? Not quests. Missions. Let's see. Okay, so there we are on Ramontu. Okay, so you're not really worried about getting into tag team gold yet, because it won't count until you're actually at the mission, which is near the end, I believe. So we just want you to kind of get used to getting there. She's not on this rotation? Then why was the video coming out like this week? No, she's right there. Make 2 teams that are monsters, not 3. Well, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, but I would try. Does anybody know who made that video? Yes, normal is actually different than hard. Surprisingly, sometimes normal is harder than hard, depending on what champions you have. My suggestion is if you have more revivers, use them. Valkyrie might help. With her like counterattack possibility. Raglan, maybe, now that she's been buffed. I personally like to have like 1 or 2 really good damage dealers. Ninja is good. And then I like to have a lot of revivers, personally. As far as hard is concerned, Arbiter can help. Elva can help. I mean, you could definitely try that Lemonisi trick. I don't know if you have the gear for it or not. I'm surprised that Nice isn't doing more. I don't know how he does against bosses. You could try him in there. Raka. And then, I mean, Artak can actually do a little bit if you can keep him alive. Rhonda, maybe? I don't know. You definitely have options. I like to have lots of revivers, though, for sure. Okay, back to what we're really working on. Okay, Cold Brew has one and Tairaku. I'm not sure which one I saw. I might have watched them both. Actually, I definitely think I clicked on Cold Brews just to see who the mystery champion was. I might have seen Tairaku's as well. Okay. So, let's look at these tag teams. Now, here's the number one trick when it comes to tag team arena is Sunday night, so last night / Monday morning, when it resets. I don't know where you are in the world. I'm in Oregon, West Coast America. So my reset is like 11 p.m. Sunday night. What I do, like, or at least what I did to like get into gold one the first time, is right after reset, when you get into like gold, or I mean, excuse me, say you get into silver 4 this week. As soon as reset happens, make sure you have your team set situations as you possibly can, like right away. Like, because teams will, especially because CVC is coming up, personal CVC, like everybody's going to have a team like this. So attack those teams and get your point total as high as you can, as quick as you can. And then be very selective about who you fight after that. That's the number one thing you can do to climb in tag team arena. The other is obviously having good teams and good champions built. Let's see. I really want to see what his Rotos build is. Okay, good. So you have 9-piece Merciless. What's his stats looking like? Okay, this is scary. His HP needs to be way higher. Like, okay. Um, the speed could be a little bit faster. It's not the end of the world. His crit damage could definitely be much higher. Let's see. Do you have your okay? You got a Route of Blasphemy. I would rather have a damage relic on him. Let's see what you have available. Do you have any gold relics anywhere? You got a wand on her. Okay, that's okay. Let's look for anything with damage. Um, not really. Like, I'd probably just put a talon on him. I'd probably just steal that. You get 21% extra crit damage and 900 HP. That'll work just fine. It's not the best, obviously, but it'll work fine. So I would steal that from, like, you don't need this guy that bad. He was good like 3 years ago for a minute. So I would do that. You got him booked. You got him mastered. Okay, that looks probably fine. Yeah, so you definitely need more HP on him. This needs to be a crit damage amulet if you have one. I know it's really hard to get the right stuff. Personally, and this is up to you. Okay, I will check my DMs in a sec. I would probably re-roll this just to see if you. I mean, you did get a double crit damage. Oh, yeah. I mean, I might re-roll it. You know, I'm not going to do that for you. But I mean, if you did, you would have what, like a 1 in 3, 1 in 4 chance of getting crit damage. Might be worth it. Okay, you got a lot of 5-star stuff. That's the big problem. We got crit damage. I would re-roll that for HP. If you have dust, I would re-roll that till you get crit damage, or at least HP percentage. Flat HP, again, that would be better with HP percentage. I understand you only have the gear that you have. Dang, Timothy, that is a crazy lineup you're going up against there. Yeah, I'll leave it up to him, but I would re-roll that too. I mean, he does have the crit damage here. He should at least re-roll the crit damage up here. Like, use your dust on this for sure. Get the crit damage there. Let's see if he has any better gear. Obviously, probably not. Getting really good merciless gear, very difficult. Even like once you start beating things. Let's look for 6-star stuff though, please. Let's see. 6-star crit damage. Okay, what I would do is I would delete these. Those are trash. You will never need those. But like, you have this. I would roll that and use ore on it. If you have 1 piece. I mean, I would try to get some crit damage gloves 6-star. Personally, that's what I would do. Let's see, we have, and you could re-roll like any of these that kind of stink. Oh. Let's see, we are at 103 crit rate. Do you mind if I roll up some gear? Just to try some things? Like, this could be a really good piece, especially if we hit crit rate. We could tweak some things. Okay, I'm not gonna like mess with your ores, because everybody kind of has their own strategy. But first of all, if you have rare pieces that are flat stats on bottom pieces, you can't re-roll those, so that's trash. Maybe you just haven't done a cleanse or whatever, but you can't do anything with that. But something like this is instantly better. If we could hit crit rate, we don't. Okay, that's too bad. Let's do fitting room. Let's see if we can get you crit rate on something else. Because getting triple crit damage with speed on HP percent, that's actually insane. And then what kind of, okay, we got some speed pieces. That would get you back 1 crit rate. Can we hit another crit rate? Fortunately, you have lots of silver. That's nice. Not the perfect, no. Not enough crit rate. No. Okay, so probably this one, it gets you 1 crit rate back. Um, might not be worth it because you already got the speed roll on that. So we'll forget about the boots for now. We'll see if we can get more crit rate. Oh, let's include equipped. Rhodos is to this day one of the best. Let's see. We don't need that much crit rate. Okay, so the weapon's not going to work. We'll lose a lot of speed there. It seems like you have a lot of speed on your helmets. Okay, I see what's going on. You've got a lot of speed on your helmet and a lot of crit rate on your shield. Maybe if we look at both of them, we can kind of average them out a little bit better. Might be tough. Might be tough. You might need to just get a better glove. Let's see. We would add crit rate, lose speed. That might not be possible. Nah, that's not gonna work. Wait, so you just beat the same guy in live arena and tag team? Okay, what I would do, you got 2 options. Oh, this is garbage. This might be an insane piece if you use that ore on it. That's an option. Or you can collect as much dust as possible and try to get crit rate on this glove. But that would be a better chest piece. So you can totally, if you rework that other piece and it doesn't work, you just need to get dust and try to rework this into crit rate, possibly. See if we get lucky. No, we don't. So you just need more dust. Happens to all of us. But you definitely need more crit damage and more HP percent on this champion. He didn't use an ore on this. Right there. He's got 1 6-star epic ore. Wait, what is this gonna hit? Nope. Okay, that's too bad. That's not gonna cut it. Yeah, I mean, you just. Or are you talking about on the HP percent? You definitely want HP percent on the chest piece. How else are you going to get his HP percent high? What are you talking about? You wouldn't want HP percent here with HP percent? What else would he want? Really? What do you put on him? Attack percent? I thought Rotos needed like super high HP percent. I don't have him. I just assumed. You want you want attack percent on him or what? Really? Well, I'm clearly not a Rotos expert. HP from glyphs? Well, let's see what his glyphs are like. He's got some, not a ton. Yeah, he doesn't have a blessing on him yet. Probably needs that on his wish list. See what his wish list shows. Okay. He's got him on the wish list. He's got no soul stones. I don't know if he just pulled them. Should probably just buy it when it shows up. He does have some coins. Not holding on to too much here. So, what do you got? What would you put on his chest then? If not HP percent. Pull the void shard? We got a gambler here. He's got one shard and he can't. Okay, we'll take a look for that. We do not have a saver here. Expect a blue. You got one Amarantine skeleton. You're welcome. All right. We'll go back to our Rhodos. See what we got. Attack percent. I am shocked. I thought you'd load this guy up with HP. Okay, do we have attack percent with crit rate maybe? Well, we've got some options, boys. See, we only need to replace like 7 crit rate. That one's almost there already. If we hit 1 crit rate, we're good. Double crit rate. All right. We did it. The Colossus. I don't know everything about the game, but Scrub here is a whale and Timothy's a kraken. So when I screw up, they save my bacon. So I don't have every champion. Okay, so we got 44k HP, 4500 attack. We're overclocked on the crit rate, so we could add some speed, add some crit damage. I don't think that other stuff matters too much. Let's see, what kind of merciless accessories do we have available? Okay, do we have... Oh, we've got a ton of this 5-star stuff. You don't need this garbage. Let's... Oh, you already... You already reworked this? Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay. I'd rework that if I were you. Try to get HP percent. I mean, crit damage, sorry. This is probably as good as you have. Okay. All right, now... Okay, we've got 10% crit rate to spare. Let's see if we can find you any more crit damage. Okay. So unfortunately, we do not have any 6-star crit damage gloves. That's a shame. I would probably re-roll any 6-star gloves that you get in Merciless until you hit crit damage. It's such a good set. Not really bad. See, this has triple crit rate, but nothing else great. If we have another shield that has 10% crit rate and some other good stuff, we could work with that. What else am I going to do, Nick? I can't just watch my can't watch my own account do auto farms on stream. I like helping people out in the game. It's fun. I like building champions and building teams. And I do it for the subscribers. If you guys show up and hang out, it's fun. And we learn about the game together. I don't know everything about the game. I know quite a bit, but not everything. Ooh, look at this piece. It's only 5-star, but look at what we could possibly hit. We need one crit rate hit, though. Unfortunate. We had 4 chances and didn't hit any of them. What kind of speed does Rhodos need? Like, do you like him going kind of fast or kind of slow with more crit damage? He's obviously got the Merciless, so he can get extra turns. Plus, he's Rhodos, so he can get extra turns. That's interesting. What if this hit? Oh, Hang out long enough, Nick, and you'll see. You can be skeptical all you want. What's up, Justin? But I think I do a takeover for you, Justin? I can't remember. I've been doing them all summer long. Oh, just short. Okay, what about instead of crit damage, we get him a little faster? Oh, still needs some crit rate on him. How does this one hit? Come on. One crit. Uh, I mean, technically that one is faster. Not really super worth it. Okay, what about this one? This one's got a lot of speed. That one's good. Maybe we can take off some crit rate of on the weapon and add some speed or some crit damage. Okay, we got some options. Okay. Well, this one could be it. We would add some speed, add some crit damage, add some HP percent. It's kind of like imperfectly perfect for Rhodos. Obviously, you don't want 1-1-1-1, but they're all good stats for him. That's actually not bad. We would lose the unnecessary crit rate. We'd get crit damage and speed. We can roll with that. And then you can, I'm not going to use your glyphs because you don't have a ton, but you might consider glyphing up his speed a little, his HP a little. Kind of like you did here. Glyph up his HP a little bit there. Glyph up his defense a little bit. Can't hurt. Reroll this until you get crit damage if you can. Or reroll that crit rate glove until see if it gets crit damage. You can glyph up all of these stats except accuracy. And that's pretty good. Probably glyph up your attack percentage a little bit there. Not too bad. Okay. We haven't even looked at like making a team. Let's see. I believe he has UDK. What do you guys use UDK with Rhodos still? Rhodos is like my number one, probably most wanted arena champion that you can only get from, or that isn't a mythical or a void. I've been wanting him for over 4 years. Maybe someday. What's up, Trey? Now, Trey is somebody that I've done a takeover for. If you're still here, Nick. But hang out long enough, you'll see. You'll see we help people. Honestly, I'm doing it for the subscribers. I'm not a big enough YouTuber to be charging people or anything like that. So I just want the subscribers. Gives me something to do on screen and it's fun. Let's see. So actually let's go to regular arena and just kind of come up with some teams for him. Okay, he's got all of his teams filled out here. All right, can I get rid of some of these teams? Just so we have like some space to work with. You don't use Rhodos much? Okay. Are there any teams that like you desperately want to keep? Okay, let's just start all over. Obviously, we could work on builds like all night, but let's make some teams. This team almost makes sense 3 years ago. I think you're kind of confusing like speed teams with go second teams though. Like you've got go first champions with go second champions, and it doesn't work that way. You definitely don't need 15 preset teams. You definitely don't need Basher. All right. So we definitely want a Rhodos team. We definitely want a nice team. I imagine we want that dude on a team. And we'll make you a speed team too, just for like farming and stuff. Yeah, you typically only want like a speed team. One if you're like way faster, obviously. And we can take a look at your speeds. See, you have Arbiter, right? Yeah, okay. No, not there. Right here. You got Arbiter. Do you I should have looked. Do you have Lamasu yet? Didn't see Lamasu. I don't imagine that you would put these two on the same team. No, he's working on Ramontu still. Let's see where he's at on Marius. He's not very far on Ramontu. Well, just past halfway. You need 9 million damage to the Hydra hard. You're not doing that? I feel like you could do that. Wait, what's your Oh, you probably just reached this. Is that what happened? Yeah, okay. That's what I just figured. I just figured that out. Okay, so that makes sense. Where do you go, Timothy? We need you, man. Let's see. Do you have Let's see. Let's check your fragments. You almost have Empress. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you almost have this dude. You got to get him. And you almost have Lamasu. Once you get them, that is going to change your account for sure. Empress is insane. Lamasu is great too. Okay, 370 is not like we can work with 370. Let's see. Let's see who we got going kind of fast. No, that can't be right. What did I do? Oh no. Okay. Did that backward. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, she's nice. Let's see. That makes sense. Yo, you told me Galathir was the best champ. You got to make up your mind. Wait a minute. You don't have like a 6-star speed with speed? Just like me, man. You need more dust. That's too bad. I mean, Siegfried is probably my most wanted just because I think he's cool. It's maybe not the best, but like in some ways he is. Some areas. Okay. Okay, so this is Timothy's Alaz right here. See if I can get that just right. So we've got Alaz with Galathir, Estrid and Fabian taking down +4 Lazarius, +4 Mesim. Timothy is our resident show off, which is always fun. So how are we? Okay, we got to help him out here, guys. I know you like to brag. Let's build some teams for him. We'll probably take out Arbiter and put Shusen in the lead there. Yeah. I don't know what her aura is, but I assume. I can build a speed team pretty easily. We could put in somebody like him. Not necessarily the best option. I would probably put in Lady Mikage. I don't know all the champions that you have here. Just kind of looking through it real quick. Do we have more speed champions? I mean, we could even put like a Morrigan in or something. And then just like a big damage dealer. This is just like a farming team, though. And then you could put like, I don't know how well your trend is built, but just like a big damage dealer. And then you would just have like, I guess you would just go straight toward Trunda, huh? We would just do that and then have her morph. And then, I mean, you might need to manual that sucker. Morrigan can increase speed. So you get like extra turns. Something like that. Speed team's pretty simple. .301, pretty fast. Not insane, but not bad. Okay, let's see. I got to catch up on chat here. Yeah, I love Marishka. I use her a lot. I need to use her more in arena, or I need to use her more in live arena. She is in one of my arena teams. Second pick. What are you talking about? Oh, he was in that picture. I wasn't looking at that right. Zalaz with Galathyr, Embrys, and Lamasu, which just shows you even Krakens use these dudes. Well, that dude, that chick. Takedown, double nice, Theodosia. I definitely need to use my Lamasu more in arena as well. Okay, let's help him build these teams that matter. I mean, he's got Alaz, Nice, and Rhodos. If they're built decently, he needs to be getting into Gold 1 Live Arena. How do we build these teams? I do not have any of these champions. I mean, Nice can pretty much take care of himself. You could throw in freaking food with that dude, probably, if he's built right. Who do we put with these guys? Let's see who we have here. Let's see who we like. I would definitely want her on a team. Doesn't have to be there. I would probably want UDK on Rhodos's team. Give him some protection. Obviously, if you had Siffy, that would be sweet, but that's not easy to do. You had to go against Crypto? Are you that high up in Live Arena? I didn't know you're that crazy, Justin. I did get the okay, good. UDK should be high HP percent and high resistance. Stone skin, I assume. Should be 9-piece stone skin if you have it. And 0 speed on him added. I mean, your account's going to totally change, by the way, once you get Embrys. And obviously, Carnage is a ways away. Help me out here, guys. You guys are bigger. Timothy, you're the expert on a Laz and Nice. I mean, we could throw on Helicath for some protect damage with Elva or something like that. Elva's definitely a good support reviver, tanky. Raka maybe an option. I'm still going through your champions here to try to figure it all out here. Yeah, I mean he doesn't have all the options, but he's got some good stuff. Remember, he's in silver 3. He was in silver 4 last week. We want to bump him up to gold. I think we can do that. I mean, we got Alice. She could be, like decrease skill cooldown or whatever as a possible option. We could throw in like she could be on a team with Alaz or something. He's got Alice. He's got half rack as an option. There are definitely some crazy options. I mean, he's got Rhonda. He's got Trunda. He's got, if we don't want Rocca, we got Pythion as an option. He's got Leorius, not the meta anymore, but he can hit hard. Not as scary as he once was. Oh, he's got Raglan. Forget that. Raglan's way better now, right? I don't know exactly what her buff was, but she's pretty good now, right? Yeah, we'll take a look at some more builds here soon. Let's see. I think we're on the right track with some of this stuff. See if there's any like, I mean, he could throw Phoenix in or something crazy. Stone Skin is always a little important. I mean, his Leo's 1 star. He doesn't have crazy stars. He does have 3 stars on nice, but he clearly needs to be doing a lot of Iron Twins if he's not already. He's got a +4 Geo. He should be able to do Iron Twins if he's not. +3 Stagnite. Plus Godseeker. Deacon. Okay, what do we think here? I mean, we could throw in like Alice or something. I don't know. I don't have Roto, so I never worried about it. If anybody knows, we could throw in. Let's see. No, we already got Halfrek on the team. I mean, he doesn't have like the most support champions. Like he doesn't have Fabian or Armons or Warlord. He's only got Alice for that kind of thing. I mean, he does have. We should probably use Mikage in there. You know what we could do is we could have her go into Mikage. Mikage can either stun the team or strip their buffs. Yeah. Chimera is hard to depend on for that, though, you know? Like, he could try. Like, I used to use Chimera on my, like, speed farm team for, like, 2-3 years. But he doesn't do the greatest job of, like, stripping Stone Skin. I mean, it's possible. Plus, he could reset Rotos. And we've got options here. It's just a matter of finding the, like, what works together the best. I mean, we could have a real slow team with, like, Hefrak, Rotos, and UDK plus Elva. Like, if we could make that really tanky. Or, like, I mean, all of these support revivers can kind of be interchanged. Okay, I'm gonna put her in the speed lead. And then I'm gonna put her in the speed lead. And then Chimar in a speed lead. Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, he took like a year off, so he's missing a lot of those champions. Right around the time they could have gotten Armons or Wukong, so that's kind of why he's missing them. I'm not sure why he misses Fabian. Maybe he just didn't have the resources for the fusion. I don't know. Um, we don't need Leorius here necessarily. We could throw in Alice if she has some accuracy. She could do their skill cooldowns. Nice. Those are both really good champions. I don't have Glycad, but I use Necmo. If you were here earlier in the stream, which you were, uh, he's on my Chimera team. He's also on a Hydra team. Not really an arena champion, technically. Like early game, you can use him as a speed booster. Let's look at. I want to make sure I'm not missing any champions. I mean, we kind of looked through them already. Let's see. I mean, Lydia can always go in a team. Raka is another possibility for a reviver. I think I like the other ones better. Ragash, kind of outdated. Same with Leo. Leo's not bad, but he's a little outdated. Like, I'm not particularly scared when I go against a Leo. I've got a lot of options to counter him personally. But at his level, he might still find some very good use. I know Raglan. Oh, that's an interesting build. Reflex Immortal. I mean, I personally love putting arena champions in Stone Skin whenever I can, with some exceptions. Obviously, not speed champions. You could also throw Arbiter in a team. What speeds needed? Kind of depends on your team, I guess. Uh, let me see how fast my teams are. Maybe we can, like, what kind of damage are you getting, Justin? Are you doing Ultra Nightmare, Nightmare? Let's see. I'm just seeing if he's got any other champions we want to consider here. Lord Shazar can actually, he can go in some teams because he can throw on that HP burn and just nuke teams, kind of like a Nishak. I think people typically prefer Nishak, but he's definitely a pain in the butt. Now, I think that you talked about wanting advice for live arena. Honestly, it's not that complicated most of the time. For one, just choose your mythicals, man. The other teams probably aren't going to have those mythicals. Throw them both on there. They can't block both. And then throw in like some support champions. Throw in probably I would take in I would choose Nice and Alaz like every time unless they randomly have that champion. I would take in probably Ancora. You could possibly choose Rodos if they took one of those. I would choose Su Shen possibly, and she can just have one of those dudes rip teams apart. And then like revivers, you want two of your revivers probably. That's probably what I do. You should win lots of battles with those champs. Uh, they're both good. I mean, we can take a look at. Let's see. Let's try out these teams. Let's just get some easy wins for you. You can mess around with these teams, see how they work out. But these are kind of the champions that you're probably looking at least. You can kind of see who works well together. I kind of made some guesses because I don't have half those champions. And it'd be really great if you got like Armand. I would be pulling for Armands, Fabian. Looks like you don't love saving shards, but that's what I would do. You want to you want to be putting in at least 2 nukers. When you get Empress in, he automatically needs to go in one of these teams. He's amazing. Lamasu, obviously, also very good. I personally use Lamasu more for my other champions, how they work out. I haven't really figured out how to use her greatly in Arena. It's hard to use all your champions, you know. But I would mess around with those champions. Yeah, let's see how some of these champions are built. Yeah, he is really close. He needs one more thing from Empress. And he's pretty close on Lamasu, too. Where are you guys at in Siege? Let's see, battle report. Here 5, okay. If you guys are pretty active, I'm sure you'll get that soon enough. And then where are we at in Chimera? Let's see, I imagine that you'll get Empress in like 3 days or whatever, 4 days. Probably pull them for the next CVC, right? Yeah, I mean, we can look at this again. Obviously, we don't have forever. Are we doing a revival path? Does the revival path just last forever? Like you can just keep that until whenever you want it. Obviously, he already has Elva, so he doesn't have to do that. Yeah, and I'm on stream like 3-ish nights a week. Um, Thursday, just kind of depends. But I'm usually on stream 8 p.m. Pacific time in the United States. I don't know where you're from, but that's, you know, obviously we don't have time to go through every build tonight, and we don't have time to try out every team. But these are kind of the champions that you want to be using. And, you know, we can take a look at some more builds on another night, and we can kind of try to mess with the teams a little bit. And if Timothy is around, he can actually tell us where to stick these guys, because that's his favorite champion, and he's a Kraken. Yeah. Come back to us when you get at least should be getting. If you win the next 2 sieges, you'll probably have Lamasu. Maybe 3, I don't know. And you'll have Empress probably next week if you save them for CBC, which I would. You get like 40, 50,000 points just for pulling a mythical during a CBC. Empress, Lamasu, Alaz, and who? So we would totally rework this stuff in like a month. Who should he put with those 3? Empress, Lamasu, Alaz, and what, a reviver or something? I forgot to look up my Chimera speeds. Let's see if I can figure that out. My Marius is 274. My Necmo is 274. My Lydia, 309. My Duchess, 310. And my Newt is like 260 or something. Rocka? Do you guys like Rocka? I don't run into a lot of Rocka. I personally really like her. I like the White Queen. Obviously better with White King. Raglan just got a buff. I don't know how good that buff was. I think decent. I really like Elva though. We have options though. And then if you went with an Alaz team, you could put Lady Mikage in with these three. Probably better than Kaimar because Mikage can strip buffs. She can do a stun, which is way better than a sleep. Yeah, I would tinker with these, but once you get Lamasu and Empress, we're probably gonna blow up these teams a little bit. But that should get you started on the right path, you know? What do you guys think? You guys have any better ideas than what I've got here? And we did not look at all the builds. See, we got Hefrak and Stone Skin plus Cruel? I mean, I would prefer him probably in like Lethal or Savage if you have it. We don't have a lot of Stone Skin stuff though, do we? Yeah, I mean, I don't use Mikage a lot, but that's because I have Armands and I have Fabian. Okay, so Stone Skin plus Perception? I'm guessing he probably needs a damage build. Let's see, defense 4,900. Okay, could definitely be faster. I like the crit damage a little bit better. Nice. 222, not insanely bad. I mean, we all need better gear, right? That's what I always say. We all need better gear. Does he have debuffs? Who? Like his teams in general? Oh, nearly enough about mythicals just because I don't have them. Let's see. He's got a provoke. Probably not like his most important thing. He's got HP burn. Stone skin buff. Interesting. Okay. Um, I mean, it'd be better if you could get. I mean, Do you have like feral gear maybe? Or pinpoint? A little bit. Kind of slow. Because you can get some easy accuracy just from using like a pinpoint ring or feral when you get it. Like I love just throwing on random pinpoint and feral accessories on champions that need accuracy, especially like, if I have somebody built in like lethal or savage, it's a little bit easier for PvE. But I do like to do that. All right, we do need to wrap this up here pretty quick. You guys have any other ideas or questions before we get going off this account? And we can hop back in another night after you have some practice. We can take a look at some more builds, get some more advice from our resident Kraken and whale. But you can practice with these teams and see what you like and what you don't like, and maybe shift the champions around a little bit. But those are definitely the kind of champions that you should be using a lot of. I mean, you got some good champs, man. Like, especially, Nice and Alaz and Rhodos can carry you for the rest of time, pretty much. And the revivers aren't terrible either. Maybe not like the best, but very good ones. And really what you're missing is like, once you get Empress, that'll be insane. Lamasu will be great. If you could ever pull an Armands or a Fabian, that would help you out a lot as well. But that's a good start. That's a good start. You can kind of tinker with it and let us know how they work out. Obviously, we don't have time to try them all out, see, get a feel for what works, what doesn't. But that's kind of the idea. And yeah, for like live arena, just let me log into a different count here. Live arena, I usually try to put, you need some support, so you're probably going to want a reviver or two. Try to get at least, you have to have 2 damage dealers at least, so that they don't get all, you don't want to put in 1 damage dealer. They get blocked. You have no damage. And then, some other kind of support. Empress will be great once you get him. Build him immediately. He's so good because he not only strips stone skin, but he also throws out, fears. And he also does damage on his second form. I didn't see like how many books you have or anything, but obviously you are in desperate need of books. I know you don't spend a ton. Mythical books are probably pretty expensive, huh? It would be very helpful if you got, what I would do? I would do like every event that gives out mythical books. That's where I would put my focus if I were you, because you need them. You get books on those champions, they're going to be crazy. What do we got here? Not quite good enough. This is my free-to-play account. One of our viewers let me play on this, and we're going to give it away someday. Right now, I'm just trying to get some masteries on the Wukong here. Yeah. You know what? Honestly, Colossus, say the other guy goes first in live arena. Whatever they pick. Say they pick Arbiter. Whatever. You throw out a Laz and Nice. they'll just quit probably like half the time. Seriously, I'd be shocked if more people didn't just like quit. They're like, I'll fight somebody else. Not everybody, of course, but I bet a lot of people would just quit right away. I'd be scared. I would look at like your player power before I quit. Well, block their arm-ons, man. But you definitely, I mean, you know what you do though? Like you throw in Su Shen, so you go first, and then you get Lamasu. You get speed, as much speed on the two of them. They can't block them both. But that is why you need to get your nukers going a little bit faster. All right, let me see. Make sure I'm not missing any messages here. All right, guys. That's been fun. That was a really cool account to go on, Colossus. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to look at your account. Good luck with all that. Hope you show back up and let us know how things go. I will probably be back on tomorrow night. I don't know what's going on in the game. Each coming up tomorrow. So need to do that. I don't know if I can do that on stream or not. I'll have to ask if they care about that or not, because I am in a brand new clan. But I'm just doing a lot of Sand Devil right now. A little bit of Shogun as well. Trying to get that easy Immortal Soulstone. And other than that, I've been just trying to save up my gems. It's real nice not being in a fusion, and it's real nice having a Titan event that just doesn't matter that much. Hopefully, I'm gonna save enough resources that I can get some Ninja Turtles on my account. But until probably tomorrow, I hope you guys have a good day, good night, wherever you are. And I'm Weiler Wednesday. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks to the new subscribers. I'll probably be back tomorrow night. Thanks so much. See ya.